come after that, as Manchester City, as you can see there, cannot be caught now at the top of the table. They are 7 clear of Arsenal. Frank Leboeuf is with us. Frank, what do you want to say? What do you want to talk about? The game, City, Chelsea? What would you like?
No, I like to see that despite the night changes of Manchester City, you still have the same projects, you still have the same way of playing, and Guardiola deserves what he gets. I mean, I think it's his 11th title in 13 or 14 years as a coach. But when you see what he develops, you know, in terms of football, of what he can create, it's he deserves all the credits. Even if sometimes, you know, I can say that when I see City playing, you know, I can be bored because they keep the ball. But lately, I think they moved to something more distractive, I would say, more interesting for viewers. And I liked it. Well, the only thing I didn't like is see Chelsea clapping, you know, before the game, the players coming with their kids, and how do you call that, the guard of honor, whatever it can be named. I think it's useless. Nobody look at each other. We can see the Chelsea players feel bad to be there. City players don't want to look at them. And what's the point? You know, that's stupid. Should be changed. You know, you don't ask professional players to encourage players or congratulate players who have won a title that they wanted to win at first. So I don't like it. But congratulations to Manchester City.
Would you refuse to do it, Frank?
Oh yes.
Would you?
I would have. I would have been ready to be banned. No problem. Because I would be the other way around. I would felt embarrassed to see another team waiting for me to congratulate me for something that they wanted to get, maybe. So yeah, both positions would have been awkward for me, and I would have refused to do it as Chelsea did. And I would have been a Manchester City player. I wouldn't go in the middle. I think I would go on the side.
Is it not respect, though? Is it not just respectful, Frank, to celebrate fellow professionals' achievement?
No, there is another way to respect players, and we try to do that. You can say in a press conference, congratulations to City, they deserve it. But it's lack of serving. It's like, yeah, you know, you capitalize, you know, how do you say, you give up. And you say, yeah, okay, you're the best. Oh, congratulations, you know, oh, you're fantastic. No, I don't like it. I mean, we are competitors. I mean, we have pride, we have egos. And I'm very sorry, I put my ego first on that matter. I would have been upset to be a Chelsea player and to congratulate any other team. Doesn't matter. And I would be embarrassed if I would have won a title and see a team that I'm about to fight on top of it, you know, congratulating me, and not, in fact, really meaning what they are doing, because they hate me right now.
Where do you stand, Stevie?
Look, we all have to do things that we'd rather not do, right?
In life.
And we all give it, well, I'm not doing that, blah, blah. But there are times when we have to do things that we don't want to do. But what you got to do is turn that into a positive. So if you're a Chelsea player and you're standing there and you're clapping and you're like, right, I'm playing against him, he's getting it early. He's getting it early.
Well, that's turning it into a positive.
We're going to... It's a positive in my eyes. Do you know what? Do you know what? I'm going to spoil the party today. We're going to beat this mob.
That went well.
You know, so you've got to use it that way.
Shaka, I imagine you wouldn't be bothered.
I wouldn't be bothered one way or the other.
Right.
In all honesty. No, but it's listen, you wanted to show respect. I wouldn't be bothered whether I were Chelsea, whether I were Manchester City, similar to teams shaking hands before games. That don't affect me one way or the other either. I take it or leave it. I simply don't care. It doesn't matter.